Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Graham, and I'm going to show you how to make a mini subwoofer box for your RC car. I'll list all the parts I used in the description down below, but you'll need to know how to solder as well as have some basic tools. So let's begin. To replicate this exact subwoofer box, I'm going to take this outside and hit it with the torch and get it all burnt up and looking good. After you have finished getting your box ready, whether that be painting, staining, or burning like I did, the next step will be drilling the holes for the speakers themselves. Now it's time to drill the holes for the speakers. First one should look like that. Now let's see if we can replicate that. Now that you got your holes drilled, the next step will to now solder everything together. While I let the soldering iron warm up, I'll show you real quick. There, if this will focus, probably not. There's a plus and a minus on the terminals, so you know where to solder. And then on the board itself here, you can see where the wires will go into. While the iron was warming up, I cut up a couple pieces of 22 gauge wire that I will be soldering the wires to the speakers with. But remember your terminals, and then just like that, the first wire is on. Oop, hit the tripod, try to do this one, missed. Now that one is good as well. I'm going to add a little more to that positive terminal, but repeat the same thing for the next speaker. Once the speakers are finished being soldered, the next step will be to put them into the box itself. And then after that, we will glue them into place. You can use whatever glue you prefer. I usually just use CA tire glue and just put a light bead on the outside, and then I'll place the speaker down and it will be nice and secure. So once those speakers are in place, this is just the glue I use. You can honestly use any glue. I've used shoe glue before. You can really use anything, but you just want to put a nice little bead around the whole entire edge. And then the excess we can wipe away. Once that's in, set the speaker in. That will glue right in place, and we'll wipe the excess away. Now that the speakers are glued in, I removed the top plate just to save a little bit of space. But the next step will be to loosen all of these. Looks like I'm actually missing one, so I'll have to see if I can find one. But the next step is to loosen the screws, put your wires in, and then screw it down. I was lucky enough to find one lying around, so I will do the install now. The left positive goes here, and then you screw this down. And then you take the negative wire, insert that one, and screw down. And then you'll repeat for the other speaker. I unfortunately do not have the right size drill bit right now, but normally I would stand this up against the back of the speakers like that and drill a hole right there and have the volume and on-off control poke through the side of the box. So it's still accessible There's enough room to fit the battery in the side, and then you can seal everything up and it will be a nice loud subwoofer box. Okay, so now that everything is hooked together, you can get the power lead, which comes unsoldered, and I put this Dean's plug on it to match up with this battery I had lying around. So you plug that in there, and then plug this into here. Let me check my battery. So unfortunately the battery I was using was bad, but these amplifiers can run anywhere from 5 to 24 volts. So I hooked it up to a 3S LiPo, and this is what you should hear. That means it is working properly, it is ready to be paired and ready to be used. Normally when using the small Li-ion batteries, you're able to fit it inside with everything else, but since I have to use a LiPo for this demonstration, it is unable to fit. But that is how you make a mini subwoofer. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate it so much and thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will be giving away this subwoofer box with a new battery July 31st. I will be picking one subscriber, so make sure you subscribe.